Welcome back to Blazing Sky, y'all. Today, y'all riding with me. Oh yeah, lately Sky's been on the camera because yeah, she's got a new setup on her helmet. She want to try it out. We really need to get a dual setup though. She's got that communicator now, which is working out great for her. She's got the speakers in her helmet. She can listen to music, and you know, really, Melody's been riding with me, and you know, we burned through a lot of battery just to get going, and the rides haven't really been that long, and it's really been hot. So yeah, no wheeling and stuff with Melo on board. The only thing we really get to do is go fast. She doesn't like it when we're just sitting still or going slow either. Until we get another camera set up, stuff like that, and communicator, there won't be any dual vlogging or multiple, you know, vantage points or, you know, different point of views and stuff like that. So it's me, and when I ride, y'all know what I do. Wheelies. I think Sky still plans on doing this two-wheel karaoke thing. Who knows, maybe every now and then I'll chime in with some too. Braydon did go down to Texas for the summer, and he's usually down there at his dad and his grandparents' place. Same place, is not two separate places. Yeah, his dad lives with his parents, but he decided he might not come back after summer, that he's just gonna enroll in school down there. He's done with Lawton, he's done with Oklahoma. He will be turning 15 in a couple months. And you know, we've lived in Lawton here since COVID happened. It's been 6 years. Yeah, we used to live in Texas. Braydon is not my son, but he is Sky's son. That's his mom. She's been in his life his whole life, but he's been a part of my life for 10 years. He's lived with me more than half his life, so he's like a son to me. Yeah, so we're all gonna miss him. You know, I get it. Lawton sucks. We're from Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth area, where it's always popping, always somewhere to go. You know, millions of places to go eat. You know, there's other family down there that you can visit, and Lawton has nothing for him. If we want to do anything here in Oklahoma that's worthwhile, that doesn't get boring, we have to go to the city, like an hour and a half drive away. And yeah, it's I get it, it's getting to him. You know, what I've done for Braydon is more than what a lot of fathers will do for their own kid. You know, even for my own kid, it's because he lives in the house with me, and you know, so I'm gonna treat him as such. He's family. Him and Melody never really got along. I mean, it was great before she had a mind of her own and started speaking and started, you know, not being so loving to her brother. But he always wanted a sister. There she was, but I'm sorry she wasn't the sister you had hoped for. But hey man, that's the only sister you've got. That's the only blood sibling you have, bro. Like, there's no one else. Yeah, you've got tons of family everywhere else, but This is your family here. He's going for summer break and then all of a sudden he's just not coming back. We figure he gets it into his head that, you know, maybe we're right. Maybe this is a better place for him. You know, not necessarily a better place, but, you know, with us is a better place because we care about his education, his well-being. I taught him how to ride a motorcycle, for Christ's sake. I taught him how to ride two-wheel. You know, trying to teach him some responsibilities and discipline, and I think he's just bailing out on what's really good for him versus fun and oh yay, partying, going out all the time. You know, he's seeing it as a fun point of view, but you know, the summer's gonna be over. Then everyone has to go to work. Everyone has to go back to school. You're gonna be in school for 7.5 hours a day. Guess what? Where's your game time? You don't have any because you have homework. You know, we really try to look out for our kids. We keep them sheltered and everything like that. But yeah, really, he's not gonna go out and experience it like he would down there. You know, he'll probably end up getting a job, you know, getting a girlfriend, and then he just won't be back. Here, he's just home all day. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't want to do anything. His face is always in his phone or on his computer screen, and really he thinks it's the end of the world when he has to get off these electronics and just spend some time with us, dude. Be in the moment. We can't force him. So we're gonna be down one family member here, guys. Yeah, it's kind of like this. Where do we go from here? I hope he does good. Just gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he'll make all the right choices. Hopefully we've taught him well, because all I've been trying to do is teach him. We need help with Mello. Maybe this will help us with Melody. With him gone, Melody maybe will be easier to discipline and, you know, get her to listen and stuff, you know, because it's not gonna be as stressful, I guess, trying to yell at two kids. I don't mean yell, but you know what I mean. Gosh, you parents, yeah, it's tough. It's heartbreaking. He's been in my life for almost 10 years here. You know, this guy and I, we've been together for 10 years now. 10 years. This month, or this past month. Sorry, I forgot that it's July now. We got together in June of 2016. I would think that he looked at me more like a dad than anything, but no. It's just, you know, I guess I wasn't trying to be anyone's friend. I wasn't trying to be anything but a parent, and he didn't like that, because we should have went outside and threw the ball around for a little bit or something. I didn't think he was gonna stay home forever, at least until, you know, I wish he would have stayed until he finished school here, and then I would have been fine with, like, okay, you want to go to Texas, you want to go live with your dad, fine. You want to go get a job down there, do things differently, I would have been like, fine. But you know, he's starting high school now. He wants to go to a school where he knows no one. You know, he's starting fresh in another state, in another school, public school. He's been doing homeschool ever since we got to Oklahoma, y'all. You know, he did go to public school when we lived in Texas. You know, we took him to school every day. We ate breakfast with him. We even went to lunch with him at his school. We went and had lunch with him at his school. We even took him lunch. You know, That was our boy. That was our boy. Now we have just our girl. Things will be a lot different without him. You know, when he would stay at home and me and Mello would go to the shop, we'd come home for our lunch break every day. And you know, if he's at home, I can have him start warming up the air fryer to cook Mello's food, because she only eats certain foods. She's super picky. So I would have him warm up something 15 minutes before we get home. That way we can just eat and, you know, go back to work, go back to the shop and work on more bikes. You know, so 3 people are having lunch now before going back to work. So it's more of a rush to get back to work on time, you know, for everyone. It's gonna be totally different without him. He will be missed. Hopefully he understands that. Check on the status of Spirit Cash Saver. Huh? Oh, it's all cleared out. This would be a cool e-bike shop, huh, y'all? Still got a lot of battery left, so it says. See, wheeling and stuff doesn't draw a lot of battery. It really doesn't, because you only use the initial power just to get up, and then after that it's smooth sailing. The battery drains fast when we're doing high speed runs, you know, just going fast long distances. You know, we're gonna go 40, 45 the whole time, then yeah, that battery's gone in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Oh, Braydon, I'm sorry we didn't do enough for you. Sorry we couldn't give you more. You know, sorry we weren't enough for you. You know, we didn't want to live here forever. I know I didn't. Not in Lawton. Maybe not even in Oklahoma, but you know, I thought we would be there together. This is crazy. I'm in the middle of downtown by myself. There's nothing going on here, guys. Nothing. Alrighty guys, if you made it this far, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I know 90% of our viewers aren't subscribed, and I don't know if you know this or not, it's free. A lot of people think subscriptions in terms of like Netflix or Disney Plus and all that stuff. Man, subscriptions are expensive, but no, YouTube subscriptions are free, and it'll only help us out. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.